Oh, there it is. I had the ding. Like, ding. You're
Hello,
live.
Heard a
world.
ding? Was there a ding?
Hello, world. I'm Chris.
Hello,
I didn't hear a
world.
ding on my end.
Well, it says live and there was a ding.
It says
so I'm
live.
just
Was
assuming.
there a ding?
Yep.
There was a ding.
Oh, was there a dong?
No.
No
That's
Christmas
when
dong.
we ended.
Okay. Hello, world. I'm Chris Pirillo. This is my merry team of misfits, aka the LockerGnome
They
crew.
really sold that.
Yeah, no problem there. We are not watching the interview today. We are celebrating Christmas Eve by celebrating with you, doing a TLDR live as we do every weekday, except for next day. And next day is Christmas Day, because today is Christmas Eve. And so to do something special as I record the podcast for TLDR, I haven't begun that yet. I thought we'd do the hangout because we really didn't have any other topics to cover because quite honestly, the news world is pretty much DOA this week, which is fine by me. It's less to keep up with. So I've got some interesting things that I want to throw out to my crew. Let me first say thank you to all the patrons, aka the Supernomies. Without them, I would not be able to keep this crew around to be able to do as much as we can possibly do, including CPU episodes, which seems to be quite a hit. I have a lot of plans, and unfortunately have inadvertently made new plans today by saying something that I believe in and then typing in a domain that John then registered. And I still think that would be an amazing game plan because that's where LockerGnome's going anyway. What say you? I think something
I like
along
it.
those lines. Or yeah, I think we can play with it a bit, but I think we may have some magic there, John. I think we may have some magic.
Can we talk about it?
We've got John and we've got magic in
Oh,
John's
yeah.
pants right now.
Magic in John's pants. Yep.
Beautiful magic. We're making.
At least it's not in a cup.
All right, I'm going to start recording the podcast so everyone. Hello, world. I'm Chris
Hi!
Pirillo. John, you are. I'm going to see it again, you son of a. I don't. John, are you actually, John? Can you record on your end audio? Because I've got massive fan noise, and the mic is not going to.
Can I record you?
Can we record this in audio? Because I'll clip the mic on, but I just have a feeling the fan noise is going to be pretty bad.
You want me to record you from my end?
No. What we're doing in audio.
All right, so record this whole
Without
thing.
Bob typing.
So record this whole thing.
Well, I'm just saying, because then you can, then at least we have my audio copy, the Hangout copy, the video, and then if you get one, and then we could choose the best because.
Well, yeah. Well, then
You know what I'm
technically,
saying?
all I would have to do is download the Hangout after we stream it.
Is the audio on my end? Are you catching the fan on my end?
Nope.
Okay.
No, you sound
Well
right.
then, because I know this mic is going to pick up the fan, because it's
Yeah,
loud.
but
on
it
my
might
end.
be better than what Hangout.
All
is
right.
giving us.
I'll try
Anything
recording
else.
it. I'm just saying, because we got you guys participating.
We'll have them. We still have this one.
Okay, here we go. Hello, world. I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're watching and/or listening to another live edition of the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short. Your daily dose of geek news, reviews, and answers that you can use unless it happens to be an episode that really contains none of the above. It is Christmas Eve, and I am gathered with my team in a hangout. We are simulcasting on YouTube, and as I promised earlier this week, all the TLDR broadcasts will be made public after they're streamed live to my patrons, our patrons, the Supernomies. And I'm very, very grateful to have their support, because without them I wouldn't have the ability to support a team. And since it is Christmas Eve, and there's really nothing else to talk about, I mean, I could go through the stuff that I've received for Christmas to this point, but that might make a decent CPU episode, considering how many people are really enjoying what John's been doing with editing with those CPU episodes. It seems like both John and Liz believe that the CPU episode about the top tech toys was the best video I had ever done. I don't know if they're saying that because they know I'm listening, or if they genuinely, truly believe that. At which point
I sat there all day and I edited it, and I was like, you know what, John, you did good, sir. This is the best Chris Pirillo video, so I didn't just say it for you.
And when do I ever shy from? Yeah. I don't shy from sharing my opinion, so.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to wear that. I wouldn't have worn the same thing, Liz.
So that's what
Twinsies.
Liz and I said. Well, what do you think about the video? Is it the best Chris Pirillo video you've ever
You
done?
know, honestly, I'm the worst because I'll sit there and say, "My God, that was the best thing I ever did," and everyone's like, "That was crap. That was total crap."
Dog vlog.
My life. I'm like, if you don't have anything nice to say, just swallow broken glass.
All right.
That's all you gotta do. So,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
ho, ho, ho.
Swallow broken glass.
So instead of showing you all the wonderful crap that I've got, and believe you me, it is wonderful crap. I love crap. In fact, look at this. I even hacked together a baby Groot earlier. Here we go. It's a little DIY project. Baby Groot. Right there.
10 out of 10.
I'm hooked on a feeling. That's not Chris singing.
Yep.
And you're in love with me. You know, if you're like on your way to a holiday party thinking, ah, crap, what am I going to do? Just like break off a branch and like, no, it's Baby Groot. Really, plant it and give it to a kid. Just watch their dream.
Merry Christmas.
Right?
Sounds like my Christmas is growing up.
And we do not want to leave out the pagans in our community as well, since we do realize that a lot of Christmas traditions were borrowed from pagan traditions. Someone had tweeted out earlier they couldn't figure out the connection between Christmas and what they know from Christian tradition and Santa Claus. I'm like, well, it's because they're two completely different cultures, and one happened to borrow from the other. Let me put it this way: the Yule that we celebrate is typically not something that would be considered religious by today's standards, or at least a popular religion. But this is a good time of year, no matter what you choose to celebrate, and we're happy to have you in our community. The one thing I wanted to cover today was, okay, I came up with my idea, like, and we can keep just riffing on this, like the absolute worst gifts either you've ever seen, potentially ever received, as long as you don't hurt someone's feelings, because they may be watching, or the worst possible gift you can think of. I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of trip through that because we've all faced this, right? Whether we're celebrating Christmas or a winter holiday or a birthday, you've always had a bad gift. At some point you've had to, or at least you've seen or you thought of one. I thought another bad gift would be bottled water. That would unless you lived in a place where they didn't have that. I mean, that would be a wonderful gift in that case. But yes, I realize. People would say, "Oh, first world problems." I'm like, you know what? By saying that, you haven't found a solution for my first world problem. So here's a first world punch in the mouth. It's a virtual punch. It's an emoji punch in the mouth like this. This is the emoji punch in the mouth. Anytime someone pulls that on me, like, what am I supposed to have? I can't have a third world problem. That does not mean that I can't have problems. So bottled water, I believe, would be a horrible last minute gift. As would batteries, like just regular batteries.
Batteries are great.
Why would that be
need
horrible?
batteries.
Specific reason, Liz. Okay, now if you got batteries in conjunction with maybe a themed camera or some kind of device that they were looking forward to or that might enable an experience for them, that's one thing. But I'm just saying, like, here's a 4-pack of AA batteries. It just doesn't seem like there was much thought that went into it unless they're like a battery fanatic. I don't know. Batteries, unless they come in conjunction with something else, I just don't. And I'm not talking about rechargeables either.
Yeah.
Either rechargeables for a series that they're looking for, or the ones that you plug the devices into. At which point I'd say max that stuff out. Don't just go with the lower capacity. Just max that out.
One of our super nomies, Kayla. She was looking forward to she always gets a gift card for the local shopping center, and this year they gave everyone a gift card to a sports bar. Like,
well, see, now that wouldn't be bad if
no, but what if you don't go to sports
okay,
bars?
I don't go to sports bars either. I haven't even begun drinking, and I can't even have on my desk arm on my. It's not my this is not my hand, by the way. Just a little anonymity lesson right there. It's a horror. The anonymity here. An anonymityville horror. Never mind.
Wow. This podcast is going down the toilet.
Well, come on. What did you expect? I should be out delivering presents to people that aren't expecting it right now. But that last time I did that, I got served a couple of warrants, and I can't go
Oh
anywhere.
no.
Yeah,
They didn't know who I
we
was.
really
I
can't
didn't
legally
know. I
talk
thought
about
So
that.
John, what's the worst present you ever received?
I've never had like a terrible present. I've just been. Have you
surrounded
ever
by
like
terrible people.
right? Have you ever like expected something and it wasn't that something, but you were totally convinced that it was that something? There was one year I wanted a computer, and it was like, oh, I know, another first world problem. John didn't get his damn computer, but I was starting like web design and stuff, and I really wanted a desktop because I had always had laptops. I know, another first world problem. And so um, I was waiting, and every year for Christmas Eve, we got to open one present before Christmas. So that night, I get to choose a present, and I was waiting all day because right under the tree was this massive box. It was just this massive box, and it was heavy. Totally convinced that there was a computer inside. So I was like, "Yep, tonight John's gonna open this. This is my thing tonight." And so I couldn't wait. And my mom was like, "Okay, it's time. You can open a present. Pick one." And I picked that one. I'm like, "Yes, it's happening. It's happening." I opened it up. It wasn't a computer. It was a chocolate milk set. Like there was like there was like a massive like heater where you could put milk in it, and like you could froth the milk and make this.
Is this only something they do in Ohio? Because I'm from
Yeah, I
Iowa.
guess so.
You would not
I've
stoop.
never heard
It
of
was like
such a
this
thing.
big like thing where you could froth all the milk, and it just made like a gallon of chocolate milk, and it came with a bunch of mugs. It was just this big set. Bottom line, it wasn't my computer. So
Really?
yeah, but it lasted longer than my last computer. I still
Was
have
that
it. So
was that the deciding factor that you were hell bent on going into the dairy industry, and
Yeah,
that kind
that
of
was it.
steered you away into?
yeah.
I figured you would open it up and say, "Oh, it's a Nike hoodie," and now you wear it out of spite.
No.
Just to remember that fateful
He has
day.
more than Nike hoodies. He wears more
Well,
than
yeah, he's got Old Navy as well.
Front Page Tech, Roots.
Front Page Tech. It's a cool show. Check it out.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Shameless self-promotion. Chris
Bob, what's
endorses
the
it.
worst gift you ever received?
You know, I'm trying to think about that. I don't know that I would say that I've ever been ungrateful for anything I've gotten, but I'm kind of disappointed I never got a chocolate milk machine.
Yeah.
You can has mine, Bob.
Does it still work?
Yeah, it still works.
How do you think he makes his chocolate milk?
Oh,
I've
well,
gone through like 3 computers since then, if that says anything.
I talked about the giant candy cane that I got before, like in a Secret Santa gift is like this massive real candy cane. But I think for me, it's when people give me like bath sets that are incensed
There's
that
more people give me bath salts.
You smell funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like because I'm very picky about what I like to smell like. I don't know.
Maybe they think you're like one of those people who wants to use the bath salts for other reasons.
Wow.
I don't know.
I just want to give them to you.
I'm just saying. Bath salts.
What about you, Chris? What's the worst gift you've ever gotten?
Yeah, I just thought about like worst gifts that I would never possibly think of giving as gifts, and yet, the worst gift idea this year it came across, and I'm going to slag whoever was doing PR for Pioneer. I get this email saying, "Never fear, shot of it. It's your holiday present. Pioneer's updating its firmware or something like here's the gift of the year. Like Pioneer updates its firmware, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, are you kidding me? You got me firmware? Like, okay, did that firmware come in tow with a new Pioneer product? If not, GTFO. Like, what? Firmware? Like, here, that's like the equivalent of like, here's a redeem code for a free app. Thanks. You're awesome.
Oh, I forgot my friend Mark found a muffler in a parking lot before and gave it to someone as a gift.
That's got to be like a gag kind of gift. These are like people seriously. I understand gift cards. Gift cards are very, very valuable. Very, very valuable. Although you got to make sure you get a gift card to a place that they want to go to. So if they're not a sports bar fanatic, I would. If I was, was it Kayla?
Yeah.
I would go to the sports bar and basically try all the beers that are there, and just get blitzed and just make a total fool of yourself and woo! they will never buy you another sports gift card again, or sports
That's
card.
true.
Well, we know not to buy you one.
Well, no, you shouldn't.
Oh, I know. Get your season tickets to the
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Wow, no, really, this is what I yes, no, I was just saying the other day I needed more underwear.
I don't mind getting underwear.
I know
My great
I don't
grandmother.
know. I'm like, if I want underwear, I want to go to the store. I'm gonna get underwear. Gonna get it online. Underwear is just too personal for me. And Liz, I don't think you ever want a guy that you're not, what are those? Getting you underwear. I just can't imagine that happening. Like, imagine a secret Santa. Like,
Oh man.
I don't know who sent this to me, but what?
Creepy Santa.
Yeah, and I was gonna say. So I just, when it comes to that kind of, guys may be different on that front.
I don't buy people underwear that I don't know, so yeah.
Well, right, and you
a
would
thing.
not. I would imagine you not even wanting to accept underwear from everybody that you know. Like, oh God, okay, well, our relationship was apparently different than I thought it was. So I just don't find articles of clothing great gifts always, because inevitably, honestly, I'm appreciative that the gift kind of keeps on giving. I did one year.
John, we have to take Chris's underwear back.
Okay.
Thank you, please. It was the I got everyone's got different traditions, right? But I remember having, I'm not going to name where I got it, but it was like we had stockings, and in my stocking I got an orange and mixed nuts. I'm like, okay, it's a different store.
You always put an orange in the stocking.
Is this a thing?
Yeah, you always put in orange and a candy
why?
cane. It's like because oranges used to be a sign of like wealth.
Well, no one told me that. Well,
and-
that
and
explains a
health,
lot.
Because you didn't used to be able to get oranges easily. There's always an orange and usually a candy cane and
Well, no,
something like fruit.
But
and
it's
nuts.
2014.
But just let me just put it to you. I don't want any oranges. I just
Well, then why do you sell stockings? It's 2014.
Well,
It's a symbol.
you know what?
New
I've been
iPhones
able
are
to
a sign of wealth. Where's my iPhone every year?
Well, maybe the chocolate orange, does that count? Does it have to be orange? Can something be orange?
Yeah, give that to John. He really likes chocolate and orange mixed together.
There we go.
It's the
Chocolate
worst.
milk and oranges. That is a good combination there. No, I think clothes are. I'm just so picky when it comes to clothes. And people wonder, like, did you ever wear? I'm like, I did, but I have a huge aversion to wearing anything that's not soft. It's very. I know I'm picky. I know. And I'm grateful because it looks good. I've saved clothes because they look amazing. They're good gifts. But I just can't wear them because I'm uncomfortable. And
Is it a Hanes commercial or whatever that they've been showing where the guy's wearing a bunch of cats?
No, I haven't seen that
There's
one.
a guy that wears a bunch of cats, and his friend's like, dude, why are you wearing a bunch of cats? And he's like, oh, because it's soft. And he's like, oh, well, I have these, and it's not cats, it's a shirt, and it's supposed to represent, how soft Hanes shirts are. But it's hilarious.
And I think it's fine because I'm grateful for that. But it's like clothing to me is almost more personal than tech. I mean, unless you know what they need and what they want, and if they don't already have it, tech is sometimes a very bad idea to give as a gift to somebody else, unless they've specifically said this is something that I'm looking for. But clothing is even one level deeper for me. Of like, I'm grateful for it, but I never think of it as a gift option.
Yeah, my dad always says clothing is not a gift.
It's not to me. It's just too personal because then I feel bad or obligated that I have to wear it, and I'm like, and there's a difference. Like on my holiday wish list, I've had, and I'm grateful for anything that's happened. It's just that then you're obligated to wear it.
Did put a lot of work into it and knew that
Right, now
like
if it's a personal thing, then obviously it's different. I like knitted caps, and those are fun, and I don't have to wear them 24/7. I'm grateful, like the ugly Christmas sweater, and I did tweet this out earlier. Ugly Christmas sweaters are beautiful on the inside. I just wanted to say that to all the ugly Christmas sweaters out there. But I got that one not knowing what it would feel like, but I knew I would be able to kind of use it visually, and it was, someone sent it. the ugly Star Wars Christmas sweater, and it's super soft. It's like
Yeah.
it's really, really nice. Like, really nice.
So you're gonna wear it during the year too?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll wear it year round, but I didn't want to wear it out. I didn't want it to be like, oh, Chris is wearing the sweater again. I'm gonna wear it.
Like my lumberjack shirt, I wear it at Christmas.
Yes, I like wearing the shirt. So clothing. I mean, I realize this is like totally, completely off topic. If we had a topic to begin with, this is what happens when there's no big news to discuss. Because I don't want to get into political BS and stuff that we've already kind of covered a million times over.
No, people can save that for family Christmas.
Hey, I was thinking about it. I think the best gift I ever got actually was an article of clothing, but it was a like a 12-foot long scarf, that Doctor Who scarf that my mom had knit for me.
Well, see, now that's valuable. I mean, it's got sentimental value to it. I mean, like, there's something to that. It's difficult. It's really sometimes difficult. It's a gamble to give gifts, and even though I wouldn't say that they were the worst. Like, and I mentioned this in the vlog the other day, if it had not been for the gift of the Darth Vader original figure that I got as an adult, and then the gift of the Lego set that I got as an adult, I don't know if I would necessarily have had my interests rekindled. So sometimes
be one less CPU every week.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, it's a big deal. I'm telling you, man, that stuff's going places. Oh, I need to do the thing.
Yes, we need to do the thing. The patron list.
Yeah. And
while we pause,
the gifts. All we're doing
here's some cannoli for everyone.
Here. We're riffing on gifts, and stop wagging your cannoli at us.
Cannoli wagger.
No, I don't need that. What do I need?
Oh man.
Okay, Chris has open screen capture. That's not a good sign.
Entire screen, Google Hangouts. Oh, apparently I can't. Okay, so I can do this.
This is scary.
It is scary because I don't
close the Hangout.
Well, that's kind of what I think I did the last time too, actually. So the Hangout may end.
It's better than the other day where I tried to end it and it didn't end and it just left everybody with your chair.
Yeah, everyone talked to your chair for like 5-10 minutes.
I'm not even joking. Like, Liz texted me and she's like, hey, the Hangout's still going on. Oh my god. So I went in and there was still like 15 people just sitting there watching your chair.
Interviewing your chair.
It was incredible.
It won't let me screen share the full screen.
Just write it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm. No. Crazy idea.
No cards.
No cards.
Why can't you share it, Chris?
Because it's.
I could probably do it.
Yeah, why don't you try, John?
No,
all right.
I got this. Back off. Okay, wait. What's going on over here? Oh, that's why.
Oh!
I hate computers sometimes. I mean, I know what's going on. I still have problems, you know? I can only imagine what people who don't have problems think and feel and stuff. Okay, let me try this. So if I full screen there and present. I'm trying to make this as... Here's the problem with trying to make things nice and clean for everybody. It doesn't always work.
It's not that way.
I know, it's not that way at all. And especially when I do that. That does not work. This is now turned into the this does not work broadcast of the.
Why don't you try it, John? Because you know.
No. You hush now. Hush. Okay, here's how I'm gonna do it. No,
how are you gonna do it?
I can't. It won't.
How's it gonna be done?
It won't go. I just want to present. I just want to present this the. Okay, let's try this.
Use your words.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay.
I'm gonna eat this cannoli. I'm starving.
I think I did it. Did I do it?
Hey, it's there.
All right,
you think there'd be better integration with these Google services here?
Woo! Present to everyone. I am presenting to everyone. Okay, who's playing?
We should mute ourselves now.
Yeah, you should mute yourselves now so I can press play and then it stays on me. Stays on me. Stays on me. Stays me on. I accidentally popped the mic. Boy, yeah, put Chris in charge of production, and let's see what happens here. You are looking at the revolving list of some of our supernomies, aka the patrons. As I had done on Thanksgiving Day, I actually gave a shout out to all of the active patrons at that point in time. With any luck, our number of patrons will grow. Or the amount of patrons, the number of I always mess that up. I'm sure my editor, Bob, will happily correct me as we continue this NPR style of showing you the people who deserve so much credit. You have no idea how much we appreciate that. They have come forward and said, you know what? The stuff you do is more valuable than the interview, which they may have felt compelled to buy and or rent today, the day before Christmas, to show that they stand in solidarity with Sony, with America, with no idea who was truly responsible for the security breaches, and a lot of security professionals suggesting that North Korea had nothing to do with it. I do not know why I went off on that tear, apart from saying I would like to believe that the stuff we're producing for the community is worth a little bit more than a movie filled with sophomoric humor, which admittedly I do enjoy. I enjoy that kind of movie. I don't know if everybody does. I'm just saying you shouldn't watch a movie because you feel that you need to be able to show that you are a patriot of some kind, I guess. I don't know. There's some people just, they got it just to get it. And I don't think it's a good reason to support something. But then again, that's me. Okay, I'm now done with this, and we'll continue back with the other stuff that I was doing. This will go down in history as the worst, the absolute worst TLDR broadcast ever. Okay, I'm done.
What the hell was that?
I don't know what it was. What happened? What? Huh? What?
Oh my.
Wow.
I thought it made sense as I was saying it, and then I said it, and I'm like, well, that didn't make a lot of sense.
It's too late now. That's the problem for future Chris.
It's not like it. No, it's a problem that past Chris just did.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you were just a few minutes ago. You were like, "Well, we
I
can't
don't want to talk about politics."
What to talk about?
And then I started thinking about it, and like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this because honestly, it's the only topic of conversation I've seen on Twitter today.
I'm gonna look at the comments. No, okay. The only one.
I'm really like
Bob.
This might be the exact opposite of what was supposed to happen, but with all this hype around the movie, it just made me care less. Like, it didn't make me want to see it more. I just don't care now.
Well, I tweeted out I think minutes before broadcasting, like, if I don't see the interview, I'll be a bad American. If I do see the interview, I'll be a bad American.
I'm Canadian, so yay! I don't have to do anything.
I just I wanted to see the movie as they were advertising it, and I knew about it when they approved the script, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of excited to see the movie, but now I just don't care anymore.
It's still a rental. But I think what's going to be interesting that might come out of this, and if there was any reason for me to actually drop a dime on it right now, it would specifically be to send a message, not to North Korea, because obviously they're not listening. The message I would want to send is, yes, the day that you release something in theaters, I would also like to have that at home.
Yeah, I hope this is extremely successful.
And that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know if if it's the controversy that will lead to its success, or honestly, I think it may just wake up Hollywood to the attention that we've longed for, and that is, initial release at home. Look at all the options. I mean, you could watch it pretty much anywhere, anytime. I mean, within the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, and two of you in this conversation would love that. So
no, I mean, it was just that's something that I've wanted for so long, because a movie comes out and I'm like, all right, well, if I'll see it first day of release, $6, all right, that's worth it, to watch it with the family, or buy it if I know I'm going to want to watch it again and again and again. But I think if anything's going to come out of this, imagine how much money it would make what I don't want to see happen is that value get muddied by the surrounding controversy, which I think fueled the decision for them to do something like this. But
Yeah.
I do hope that they try it again without controversy, with a good movie, a solid,
with a movie that matters, maybe.
right. And I think that's the line that I think is drawn. I mean, up until this point, it's always been, produce a blockbuster and release it in the cycle, or if it goes straight to tape or straight to DVD.
Yeah. Like, no joke, I would pay the same amount that I would have to pay in a theater if I could just sit here and watch it at home the first day.
I don't know if I'd go that far, personally.
Yeah, just more convenient that way. And it's not to say I don't like the experience of a movie theater, but I don't like, especially if I want to see like a first day release. If I could just watch it here and pay the same amount of money, fine, I'll do it.
And avoid the people and the things.
And, yeah.
Well, see, but you
it's
can
not
do,
that I don't like the people.
but that's the thing is, like, I could pay, I mean, just for example, the $15 to quote unquote own the movie, and that's how much I would have paid to see it in the theater, or roughly, after a ticket cost and tax and everything. So, I mean, I guess you're talking about pretty much owning the movie at that point versus just watching it.
Yeah. And Tony8154 said that won't work because someone will just rip it and distribute it for free anyway, and the production team will lose money. Well, Tony, they do that anyway, even in a movie theater.
They did it today. I guess the system that they tried, people were able to download the interview. They were able to share the same link that they purchased.
Yeah.
So there were a
Either
lot
way,
of
people are
flaws.
going to do it.
Well, but like I said, it'll be interesting to see the numbers. And I think the problem is it'll get mixed. It's in a jumbled mess. And I don't know how to suss through that data to be able to say, hey, look, if the interview was released without controversy, it would have generated this much more money by releasing it to people in the comfort of their own home versus having them go to the theater. And I that's the deeper story I really hope Hollywood gets a message on sooner rather than later, because I think there's a lot of money waiting to be made.
Yeah.
A lot of money. So there we go. We talked about the interview, and we weren't planning on
now
that.
we're relevant. We're hip with the
talked
kids.
about clothing and
Underwear.
I tried the whole worst gift thing, but that just backfired. That's how
you
Then
said,
what's the best gift? What's the best gift you've ever received?
I felt
Aside from your daughter.
So when we were kids, I talked about this in the vlog. As a tradition, Dad used to take us out to behind the shed and give us, switch on the behind. No, he would give us like $10 and we'd be able to spend it on each of our brothers. So I have two younger brothers, and so we'd go around town and we'd get things at the various stores that would add up to 10 or 20, whatever the allowance Dad gave us to spend on each other. And one year, and this must have been after Jedi was released. Not this year. Sorry, Return of Jedi.
Is that what you're calling the second child?
Sometimes I say things, and she's like, yeah, that's pretty funny. So when the movie Return of the Jedi was released, because it was the shuttle Tidarium, and it was something that I wanted, this Star Wars vehicle, the shuttle Tidarium, because it was a big deal. And I remember seeing it in the store and just wanting it, seeing it. Oh, I want it. Can I get it? Can I get it? Dad said no, and I must have thrown a fit or something, but it escalated into, you're not gonna get it. No, and I took that, I internalized it. I'm like, oh man, right there. I was so sad. Like, I'm not gonna get the shuttle Tidarium. Santa Claus delivered a shuttle Tidarium, of course. So it was like, that was the one thing I was like, I never thought I'd get it. I didn't think I'd get it, and then I got the shuttle Tidarium, and I'm like, dang it.
My best gift was, I think, 2 Christmases ago, and it was actually a gift we gave to my mother, but also to ourselves. My sister and I surprised my mom with a trip to New York City, and we went in May of the next year, but we saved enough money to go and like ate at Le Bernardin and like did all these fancy things and did all the touristy stuff, and I think that was the best gift.
So wait, did you see Star Wars?
Did I see Star Wars? Where?
On the trip.
No.
Well, then how could it be the best gift? I don't know. I don't understand.
He just can't wrap his mind around that. What? How?
Did you get a chocolate milk machine? Because
Bob, what about you? What's your best gift that you've received?
Aside from the aforementioned Doctor Who scarf, probably ColecoVision. ColecoVision was pretty awesome. I really wanted one, and I was pretty sure I wasn't going to get it. And yeah, so that's probably the most memorable gift I've ever gotten.
What about John?
Let's see. I guess when it comes to like the best gift, it would be what did the most for me, and that would have to be. I used to.
desktop computer.
Yeah. um, I wanted to do video like really badly, and this was like this probably started back in 2003, 2004, and I would record my own videos and like make like tapes, and I'd make movies and stuff. And then I really wanted to start doing videos for the interwebs, and I couldn't really do that with the camera that I had. And I remember I talked my grandma into getting me this camera that recorded onto little mini DVDs. So then I got that camera for Christmas, and I waited like a year for it. Like it was just a year's worth of begging her, really, is what it was. And then I got it, and that's pretty much what like got me into video and stuff. So I'd say that was like the best gift I got. And I had to record something, I had to take the DVD out, and I didn't get like rewritable DVDs or anything. So I'd put it in, I have to rip the DVD, throw the DVD away, then try to edit that in Movie Maker, and then try to get that on the internet somehow. And it was like an 8-hour process to get a video out. And somehow it's still 8 hours for me to get a video on the internet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that works.
Well, you put more into it now, probably. I'll bet.
Yeah, a little, I guess.
Honestly, I just remember gift stories. I don't know if I remember like having a favorite gift. I just remember stories around gifts, you know.
Yeah, but that's sometimes the best part of it.
Yeah,
there's just been like there's little there's gifts that like you really like, but like there's a few in my life specifically like that camera that like molded my future pretty much.
See, I don't know if I've ever had I mean, I've had gifts that changed my life, yes, but the Darth Vader figure being one and the Lego set being another. I remember I made my brother cry last year, I think. I made him. It was awesome. I just punched him in the face, and it was that was his gift. Hey. No, he had mentioned to me a Lego set that he had when he was a kid. He remembered it, and I found it on eBay, and then he opened it up, and he started crying. It was pretty cool. So I guess I've always enjoyed finding those kind of things for other people. Like if I listen throughout the year, I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool, and kind of earmark it. Doesn't always work though, because not everybody's easy.
Sometimes I can't wait though. I'm like, I can't wait till Christmas. I have to give this to you now. I send parcels to my friends, and it's just like, I can't wait. Sorry, it's here. It's just open it, please.
Yeah, I got I uploaded the silent video of the first Lego set I ever saw, and I remember thinking in my head, I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this cheap ass plastic? What is this? This is not I've never heard of this before. Lego? Sounds stupid. Ugh.
In your head as a kid, you were like, what is this cheap ass plastic?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. I mean, I never heard of it before. I'm like, what is this? Little did I know.
What?
It was amazing stuff. It was amazing stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, I remember that was, and I captured that, or I guess Dad captured that moment in video, and that was the same year. I mean, that was the clip that was uploaded to the YouTube channel. It's difficult to remember I don't know if I have a favorite. I just have moments, I guess.
When we got our cat, I thought she was a rental. I thought people in my little head. I thought, really isn't that nice?
Different.
My parents rented us a cat for Christmas. Processed in my brain.
Canada's weird.
So do you owe them a bunch of money now because it's like way overdue?
Like how do you?
Puss is gone.
Is there a slot like a book slot where you kind of
back in the night?
But that's how my head worked as a little kid. I'm like, they rented us a cat.
John.
Oh,
Chris.
John.
For those of you listening by way of audio, he walked away.
Okay, so you probably missed the vlog the other day, and this is actually going to appear in the other vlog. Look
What
what I
is that?
Oh yeah.
It is the Game of Thrones pop-up
Huge
book.
book.
And I am not
What?
joking. Westeros pops up out
What?
of the
It's
free.
actually like Westeros sized.
And it even folds out completely. So instead of just opening the individual pages, oh, hang on, tower here.
Don't destroy it. Don't destroy it.
You get to see that next week, John, in
Yeah,
person.
yeah. I'll put it out on the table for the first time next week because the whole
I'll
thing.
put it on the table for your first time next week.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
Oh man.
look at the wall. Look at the wall. It pops out. This is like the
Wow.
first pop-up book that I think I've ever seen for specifically for adults. Yeah,
That's awesome.
and then it all splays out all at the same time out of the book. But I haven't
So
even.
for the podcast listeners, it's a pop-up book. It's awesome.
I think
Well,
we got that.
I think hopefully they understood that.
I don't have like I used to have pop-up books when I was a kid, but I honestly haven't like
That's what I'm
seen
saying.
one.
Like, I don't. I mean,
I have a Michael Jackson album that's a pop-up. It's a now hang on, wait. So I was in Pennsylvania one year and
this story keeps getting better and better.
Yeah. I fixed a computer for this really old lady. And I hope she's
Where
not
are you
watching.
going with this story?
Hang on.
Just let him tell the story, man.
Okay. She's like, the computer fix. I need to fix. So I fixed it. And she's like, I really don't have anything to pay you. Do you like Michael Jackson? It's like, yeah, I like Michael Jackson. Favorite artist, best artist that ever lived. And she was like, oh, well, here you go. I don't know what this is, but I've had this for years. And she gave it to me. And it's like this. That doesn't really help the audio listeners. It's pretty big. It's like as wide as like your keyboard. It's just a perfect square. And I took it home and did the research. And it's one of the first 10 printed of Dangerous. And it opens up and it's got a gold-plated CD. And it's a pop-up book. I'm like, whoa! She had no clue what it was worth. But she's like, thanks for fixing my computer. Here you go. So now I have one of the first 10 copies of Dangerous.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Was the story worth it now?
Yeah, in my head, I was just thinking of Yes Man for some reason. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
Yeah.
But it was. Oh, Chris.
Yep, that's where that was going.
Well, it's just one hell of a story, you know. It all began in Pennsylvania and
Yep.
fixing computers, I guess.
Yeah.
And when I see John right now, I'm not seeing that you're wearing a Santa hat. I see that you have Andy Warhol hair.
It's true.
And now I can't unsee it.
Well, he might.
Yeah.
Actually.
There you go. There you
There we
go.
go.
No,
That's really fun.
No, okay.
They hide his antlers.
Yeah, that's it.
That's better.
Okay, we can see John's balls.
Okay.
Now, ball.
Well, I'm just gonna show you one for the broadcast.
Okay, thank you.
I'll save the other one for when I come over.
It's a patron bonus.
Put it on the coffee table.
Exclusive Super Nomi bonus.
There you go. Just gonna put it all out there.
Just put the book and your balls on the table for when I come over.
I'll do.
Oh my.
I'll lay the whole thing out on the table, right there. Flump. That's the. Flump.
Nothing of mine is going on any table.
Okay, I'll remind you that when you go to eat. I'm like, can't touch the table. You said nothing of yours. Touching
It's
the-
so weird that like I'm gonna be stuck with you next week.
Oh yeah, and next week I think they're gonna start tearing the ceiling. Like,
Oh, good.
I think that's when it begins.
That'll be
All
fun.
hell is gonna break loose.
Woo!
Oh, my life is going to be hell for like
I'll help them.
2. And you know, now I'm debating. You know, I you know how I feel about
I'll make your life hell.
I feel, you know, I feel CES is a little nutty, but I'm like, you know, CES may be a decent alternative. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive because I have to clear a lot of the stuff out of the workshop.
That's why he's bringing us in, so we can help him clear up the work.
Yeah.
Go,
It's all a conspiracy.
go. You know, Sinterklaas is Germanic.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, a week from today we'll all be together.
Except Bob.
Yeah.
How can we get you to Seattle, Bob?
I don't know.
Transport yourself.
What if we all just show up at your house, Bob?
Yeah, he lives
We
in
go to
California.
Seattle, we meet with Chris, and then we meet with Bob.
That sounds good. He has pizza.
I do.
Yeah,
I'm sure that I will have
we'll
more
have
pizza.
pizza.
Bob always has pizza.
I like pizza.
I have other things I need to do.
That's too bad.
Well, we're rounding down.
Rounding down.
Rounding out an hour.
Well, we won't see everyone tomorrow, so Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Winding down. That was the word I was thinking of. Winding.
And there are people that are always in the chat during our live streams, and they know who they are, so they're awesome.
You know who you are.
Thank
You
you,
know who you
everybody.
are.
You know who you are.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be doing stream tomorrow.
It's not scheduled.
Well, I don't think it's happening.
No, it's Christmas.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna watch you on Christmas?
You'd be surprised. The only thing
Different
I'm going to be doing is the vlog.
I
think.
probably would. Oh no, my lights flickered. It's raining hard outside. If the
Oh,
power goes out,
guys.
I swear.
Here, I'll just kick him out and he'll think about it.
It's not Santa on your roof, though, is it?
No.
He's not. He can't be tracked because he turned off his GPS to save battery. I thought it was pretty funny.
No.
No rad. NORAD. Santa. Tracker. NORAD.
Wow.
I'm trying to be in the Christmas spirit and be generous and like just kind of nod and smile, Chris, but it's really difficult.
Wait,
Oh,
what? What am I doing wrong?
Nothing.
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 All right. Well, here's the next thing I'm going to do wrong. Say your goodbyes, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbyes,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And we will see you Friday. I think Friday. Friday.
Yep.
Friday.
See you, Furdu.
But at this point, we are going to leave you to your own. How the hell do I close this damn thing?
You hit end broadcast.
There is no end broadcast.
That
button.
was my problem, and I couldn't
God.
turn the thing off.
Oh, come on.
Just unplug
Wasn't
it.
this the most amazing thing to come out of Google Plus?
Yay.
Okay, goodbye, everyone.
We'll see you later, everyone.
Goodbye.
Devices.
Goodbye.
Why won't this end?